Okay, so if you go on to designing templates or pages from PSDs that contain carousels, then certain clients may want to adjust the speed of the carousel. Being as though we use the carousel in our example, it's a good opportunity to show how easy it is to adjust. Now, the default setting for a carousel in Bootstrap is 5 seconds, which is a fairly decent amount of time for someone to view and digest the information that's being displayed. However, you may want to either increase or decrease that speed depending on what content or information you're trying to get across. So to adjust the speed, we need to add in a little bit of Java to our index page. So if we head to the bottom of our index page, then just add in our script tags. Then first we need to call our carousel class within the carousel function. Then in here, all we need to do is add in our option, which in this case will be interval. Then we need to determine the amount of time that the slide is shown for. Now this will need to be entered in milliseconds, so by default it is set to 5,000 milliseconds. So you can add in whatever time you want here just to test out what you think will be right for your page. But I'll add in 3,000 milliseconds, which is obviously 3 seconds per slide. That might be a little fast, but it will show that the code is actually working. So if we just save that off and refresh our page, we should see the carousel slide slightly quicker than it was. In some cases you may want the carousel to not rotate at all and only have the user rotate the slide with the navigation or the indicators. So to do this, you would simply replace the value we added in with a false statement, and that would achieve that feature. There are other options as well, such as pause, which stops the carousel pausing when the user hovers over it, which occurs by default. You would simply add the pause option in and set the value to false. So if I just save that and refresh, and if I hold the mouse cursor over the carousel, it should still rotate. There we go. Another option is wrap, which basically gives you the option to either have the carousel slide continuously through all the slides, or to stop at the last one. So for this you would add wrap, and then again you would add in false, and this would stop the carousel at the end of its run. True would take you back to the default state, so it would go back to the start again. Now there are many other methods and events that you can work with in the carousel, but I'll stop now as we've been through quite a few. But I do recommend taking a jQuery or Java course, as it is highly tied into the Bootstrap framework. But this is a nice simple piece of code that you can add to any carousel feature on your landing pages. I'll just undo these options that we've just added in until we're back to our interval. There we go. So again, that could be our page finished. However, we want to take it to another level by adding animation to our page and make it more interactive and make it stand out even more. So we're going to add that within our next lecture.